It's about looking out for each other. I'll never forget doing a speech in South Dakota. I had just flown into South Dakota, and I had a 2.5-hour drive, and before I went for this drive, I stopped, I think, at the only Starbucks in the state, and it's a beautiful state, and I was ready for a nice, relaxed, calm drive, listening to some music, drinking a half-calf, decaf, recaf cappuccino, and it was during pheasant hunting season. Apparently that's a big thing up here. And so I had the windows down, and the air was coming in. It felt good. I'm like, it's a good day. Like, it's a good thing I don't sing professionally. And all of a sudden I hear this. It's like, what in the heck? And I turn, and it was one of those big pheasants. Flew right into the passenger window. Yeah. It is fluttering around in the car. And I'm glad nobody was around because I did let go of the steering wheel for a while. There was the moment I blacked out and came to. It was not a pleasant situation. And this bird didn't speak English because I kept yelling, "Get out!" And it's just flying around. I have every window open, and I'm like, kind of driving the car, like, it's like, "Get out!" Then it finally flew out. You ever have one of those relief moments where you actually grab yourself and you're like, "Thank God it's over. It's over. We're done." I rolled up the windows. And as soon as I did, literally seconds after that thing flew, that creature from the lagoons and the fields flew into the car, I'm getting pulled over by the state police. And he walked out, and it was almost like a scene out of Super Troopers. Have you ever seen this show? My wife and I, we love that show. We love that part where the car goes by. He's like, "Mother of God." Shenanigans. Anyways, if you've watched the show, you know all that stuff. It's one of those shows that you watch over and over again. And so the guy walks up to the vehicle. He's got the glasses, no mustache. And he doesn't look like Ramathorn, but he looks down and he's all serious. He's just like, "You're driving kind of recklessly there, weren't you, young man?" And I was so frazzled by what just happened. And I tried to explain it to him, but I'm having a brain fog. I said, I'm so sorry. A huge big bird flew in the car. I couldn't think of the name of the bird. And he looks at me, he's just like, "Big bird flew in your car?" "What are you drinking?" And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm waiting for him to yank me out and, lock me up. And I said, it's Starbucks. And he goes, "You sure about that?" And then I'm just sweating. I'm like, I know it seems weird, but this is just a Starbucks regular coffee. But there was a bird. And officers don't like when you use a lot of hand gestures, and I was like in game show mode. I'm like, and it didn't fly, it fluttered into the car, and it was going everywhere, and then it flew out, and that's why I was all over the place. He takes off the glasses, he smiles, he goes, "I know, I saw the whole thing." I was like, "Why?" He says, "The reason I pulled you over was to make sure you were okay." See, that's what it's about. It's looking out for each other. And he says, "You actually got lucky. Most of those things will blow out windshields." And he said, "All I'm going to do is encourage you, be more alert. Pay attention, because those things will fly out of anywhere." I had 2 more hours in front of me. Talk about a trip of anxiety. I think at one point I'm like, "There it is!" Oh! It's just a McDonald's cup. It looked like a big pheasant. We have to look out for each other.